Before we start the video, I just want to say welcome to the channel. This is Mechanic Built, and I just want to say that we, as the channel, are going to SEMA. Now you clicked on this video wondering what to expect for the 2024 SEMA Show. Now this video is towards those who haven't gone to SEMA or don't know what SEMA is about, and for those that are just curious about our personal thoughts on what we expect to see at the 2024 SEMA Show. So with that being said, let's get to the video. First off, let's talk about getting into the SEMA Show. A couple things about the SEMA Show. It is an industry event, so basically if you are not in the industry, you will not be able to get in. However, there is a way to get in. I will tell you that in a second. Now, those who are in the industry, whether it be a shop, a vendor, aftermarket parts, or better yet, just like we are doing this year, media that is automotive related, you are able to get into the SEMA Show. Now, I can tell you one way to get into the SEMA Show if you are in the industry, because back in 2021, we were able to get in as our mobile mechanic shop. Now, this process takes a couple ways. What you have to do first is actually prove that the people that you are going with are employees of your shop or somehow connected to your shop in a way that SEMA can prove that that person works for you. Then SEMA, or a SEMA representative I should say, would look at your application, take a look and see if you are a legitimate business, because you would have to prove that you are a legitimate business.
Oh, that's what's up, man. That's cool. So like, you're into real estate or you work for the city or what?
No. I mean, I run these streets.
And then once you get approved, you are able to get your badges, pay the fee, and get in. Now, another way you could get into SEMA is also going through media, just like we are 2024 with our little YouTube channel. Now, this process was a little bit different when we went ahead and did it. We had to prove pretty much that we were related to the automotive industry, which this channel is, and our name is Mechanic Built. Or you could have a media business and go in that way, and your media business would also have to relate to the automotive industry. You're saying, Mechanic Built, look, I'm not in the automotive industry, nor am I in media doing automotive content. Well, let me tell you this. There is a way to get into SEMA if you are just a regular Joe Schmo on the street and are looking to get in. However, you cannot attend all the days, and SEMA only really opens to the public on Friday. You can purchase these tickets on the SEMA website, whether you just want to attend the concert and the festivities, or if you want to do the SEMA Show and the concert. They include also a VIP package, and this relates to the concert for viewing purposes, and this year they actually have a pretty good lineup. They got Petty, Fits in the Tantrum, Sublime, and Cage the Elephant.
I own these streets right here, homie.
With that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into what to expect for the 2024 year of the SEMA Show. Now, for those who have never been to the SEMA Show, I just want to say, let's do a little backtracking to 2021. Now, 2021 was the year that SEMA first started right after the pandemic. We had to wear masks, and not only that, Jared so happened to be my guide because he was there as a vendor and an exhibitor. Well, working for a vendor and then working for an exhibitor. However, he did leave a couple keynotes out, and I will tell you these keynotes are very vital when you are going to the SEMA Show. It is big. Jared did mention to me that, hey, the SEMA Show is all of the Las Vegas Convention Center, and he was not wrong. However, he did forget to tell me that I should have brought some snacks, maybe some more water bottles, because I will tell you that, one, if you decide to buy stuff there at the SEMA Show, do expect, especially when it comes to food, to pay a premium price for mediocre food. The food was okay, but at the same time, I think I could have survived, gotten a protein bar, got my way through SEMA, and then ended up eating on the strip something very delicious, like, I don't know, Gordon Ramsay's fish and chips. However, do bring a lot of water, because we did a lot of talking to vendors, we did a lot of standing, so do be prepared to stand quite a bit. Your legs are going to be sore, you're going to wake up crawling out of your bed if you are not used to this amount of walking, which we actually just did fine. But also do expect that some of the vendors you meet have you go to an after party, so be prepared to also party with some vendors, especially if you are trying to make those business connections and meet up those vendors after the show in order to make a good, I'm going to say it again, but connection. Here's a quick little list. Bring snacks, bring water, and have a good pair of walking shoes. What to expect with the vendors. I want to get into that. In the 2021 SEMA Show, pretty much all of what I would like to say the legacy vendors, the two that have mainly pulled out from the SEMA Show have been Ford and Chevrolet. Ford and Chevrolet decided to pull out, I don't know, due to financing or whatever it may be. Them departing on the show is going to be different for especially me, walking through a large Ford booth, which is now taken over by Toyota, and the Chevrolet booth has been divided up to fit more vendors within the hall they used to previously be in. Now, most of the vendors, as we expect, are going to be some of the big brands you know, like Holley, Edelbrock, Powermaster are going to be there with their representatives to talk to major distributors. When I was there as a shop, they kind of just shied away. This is nothing on them. In reality, their main focus is to move a lot of product because this is a business-to-business event. So a guy that was running a mobile mechanic shop, you know, I'm there to talk about tools or having a shop system like we had, and we've talked about it here on our channel, like Shop Monkey. So if you expect that some of the vendors may see your badge and they might just shy you away or just not really acknowledge you, just be prepared that you gotta work within your own means. I will tell you that when it was my first time, I was kind of thrown off by this, but then Jared just reassured me that hey, they're looking for major distributors, they're looking to put their products in a warehouse and not in, say, the back of my truck of my mobile mechanic van. SEMA is always a ever-expanding and ever-changing show. Reason for that being is because the aftermarket scene is always ever-changing. With EVs coming into the aftermarket place, especially that most people are starting to look towards EVs as retro mods for their classic cars, or aftermarket companies to put technology in your classic car or your current ride. Going to SEMA is definitely an eye-opener, especially if you do not know what to expect. What you will expect is pretty much how far and wide and diverse the aftermarket community is. You could pretty much do anything you want to a car, and that's what SEMA is really all about. I really want to also go back into those who are going to go to Friday or the last day of SEMA, which is open to the public. If you are planning to go to SEMA when it opens up to the public, do expect one thing. A lot more people are going to be there on Friday because you are going to have people attending the show from the public, and I will say that the most unfortunate thing I will say, if you are going to be going to SEMA for one day, definitely study the map, because I will tell you this, you will not be able to do SEMA in one day, especially if you want to look at all the cars, check out all the events that are going on that day, especially on Friday. You are not going to be able to hit everything. So for those who are going to SEMA publicly, this is what you should expect. And if you are coming from the public side, going into SEMA on Friday, go to your favorite vendors. Talk to them. They are there to answer any of your questions on products that they are very passionate about. Do some research before going. I know it's only a couple more weeks until SEMA. Definitely do your research before going, especially those going in the public. Reason for that I'm saying is because, again, you are constrained for time. And if you have a favorite YouTuber that's working on a SEMA project, definitely follow them and keep up to date. That way you could see that project in person at the SEMA show. Trust me, there are a lot of cars there and it is a lot to shuffle through, especially if you don't know where your favorite content creator is. Now, for those who made it this far into the video, and if you thought my 2021 video was pretty bad, well, don't worry. We got that covered, and I am bringing a setup that will make a lot better footage than the previous time I went to SEMA. Now, with that being said, definitely subscribe, because we are going to have plans of our own that we will post here on our channel, what we are planning to do before going to the show. We want to talk to tool vendors, we want to talk to the parts companies, especially anyone that's willing to give us any product support on our K20 project that we have here on our channel. So again, my name's Nick, this is Mechanic Built, and I'll see you guys next time.